Scott, the Pirates have played in a couple of tournaments since coming back into spring practice. Kind of more local events, your Washington Cup tournament with just the Northwest Conference schools from Washington, and then last weekend down at LC State. Had good competition in all of them, and we've been kind of in the hunt. Haven't reached the top yet, but what do you like about how this team has started out the spring?
Yeah. We're extremely young. We have a senior leader, Matthew Durkin, who's been a star here since he's been on campus all 4 years, and he's leading the way with just shoots at or under par almost every round, and he's done that to start the season. And then the rest of the guys in the lineup have very limited experience, almost all of it just from the fall season and just a little bit from last year with a couple of the sophomores. So I love the way we've started the season coming out of the winter. It's been a little more mild around here this year, so we've got a few extra swings in. But previous to playing the Washington Cup, I don't think that we had played 18 holes on grass as a team, in 2026. So to go over there into what was some pretty rough weather and play pretty well on some saturated greens and kind of get the ball rolling and get those feelings of anxiety and what you get when you're playing in tournament golf out of the way, and then to go down to the Lewis and Clark State Invitational, 54 holes, 36 in one day, which is always a big challenge. And some of the guys, the first-year guys in our program, a lot of them had never even played 36 in a day before other than just for fun, and typically that'd be in a golf cart. So just early season mistakes, but also some early season highlights. And I'm really, really thrilled with where the guys are at coming out of the winter. And we tried something a little different this year, of not playing an early event, like late February, early March, to try to focus more on development and getting our game in shape before kind of getting thrown to the wolves, so to speak, and then trying to recover from what sometimes can be a bad experience if you have to go play tournament golf without having been able to practice outside. So I think that experiment worked, and we'll see how it helps us moving forward here into the bulk of our spring season.
Last year at this time, we were still trying to figure out when we were going to get outside and practice. So talk about the benefits of having a more mild winter and how that helps you.
It's huge. When we have the Piggott Golf Center here on campus, a generous donation from a donor and state-of-the-art indoor facilities, but I kind of liken it to like if our baseball coach thought the only way he was going to prepare the team for the season would be taking infield in the back of the field house and hitting balls into a net. It's great and it's something, but there's something about being outside in a live environment, seeing the ball in the air, aiming at pins, aiming down fairways. I mean, there's nothing like it. You don't get a perfect lie every time. So being able to be outside a little earlier than normal is huge. And if anything else, just for like the attitude's sake, college golf is such a unique experience where we have an equal part fall and spring season. Unlike a lot of other sports, they might have spring ball or fall ball, but for the most part, it's a development phase, and we have to be at our best both times of the year. And then with that middle ground in the winter, and then to have it be where you can't practice, it's stressful. So getting some extra swings on grass, and really our hold, we like to, if we can have 150 yards outside, I don't even care what the surface is, we can always practice wedges, and that's something we really pride ourselves on. And being able to have those extra swings with some of those fine-tuned mechanical things like wedge play and half-swing shots and stuff, I feel like we're way ahead of where we have been in years past.
So what's next coming up?
Yeah, so this coming weekend at the tail end of spring break, we head to the George Fox Invitational, Arrowhead Country Club, and just kind of in the general south of Portland area. It's a great tournament course because it offers some very scoreable holes and also some challenging holes where you have to think. It's a course where Sam Pauli won in a 4-hole playoff last year. Matthew Durkin, I believe, shot a first-round 65 on that track. But then we also saw some inflated scores by some of the better players in the conference. So for us, I think it's a great test. Again, we'll have some very inexperienced college tournament players in our first 5. We are able to take everybody, so all 10 guys will get another opportunity to compete early spring here, and it's a great field. It's an opportunity for us to play well. As has been the case most of this year, we have been in contention through a certain amount of holes, a significant amount of holes to win an event, and we're just looking forward to having that breakthrough where we play some of our best golf down the home stretch and see if we can't pick up a title.